What I love most about this hobby, buying and selling, is that there is no one way to do things. We all do things differently. There's nothing that's right or wrong, and that's what I love about these videos. It gives us a chance to talk and give new sellers, different ideas about how things can be done. We got a couple topics today that we're going to go over that are going to help you guys see some different ways. So let's get right into it and talk about it. Okay, so we had another decent sales day. We did about 15 orders or so. I've got 9 of them right here to pack up. A couple multi-quantity and a few singles. And we will go through those. Let's go just jump right into the questions today, guys. Huddle Card Collection, he brings up a great one that's always widely talked about. How do you name your eBay listings? How do you do it? Do you say player first? Or do you say year and product first? Great question, because that's widely debated. Okay, so Huddle Card Collection, great question. Like, how do I name my, eBay listings? Everyone searches different. Everyone does their listings different. You see, sometimes you could see, say, what card is this? A 1997 Upper Deck Gary Gaetti. Some people will go 1997 Upper Deck number 468 Gary Gaetti. Some people will go Gary Gaetti 1997 Upper Deck. Good thing is, there's no wrong answer. There really isn't. It's just personal preference, in my opinion. How do I do it? I do it based on how I would search. For me, I would search by player name first. Just because I don't want to get a crap ton of 1997 Upper Decks and then be looking through for Gary Gaetti, because we know how great eBay's search engine is. It's just great stuff. I mean, it really is. So I go Gary Gaetti. I would go Gary Gaetti 1997 Upper Deck. Now, granted, I could get a crap ton of Gary Gaetti cards, but most likely, when I'm searching for a player in a card, I may be interested in getting other cards of that player. So I wouldn't mind seeing additional, Gary Gaettis. But when doing search, it's kind of seemed a little more accurate to me going with player name first versus the year and set. So me personally, that's how I do things. Player, year, set, number. And then I also put team after that. And if it's a rookie card, an all-star card, something like that, I would throw that in too. You just never know. Search engine optimization. Somebody might look for a Mark McGwire All-Star. So I'll usually throw those keywords in there. But yeah, good one, Huddle Card. That's how I do. I know you guys have a little different opinions because everybody does that one differently. Guys, we got a good one right now from a new seller. So I need everybody to hit the comments. Give him your opinion. Let's show him that there's no one way or right way. Just what works for you. Jeremy Baker says he's new to selling. Good luck. What does everyone do with the cards they don't want and they can't seem to sell? That is a great question. Something I've touched on here before, but like I've said in past videos, we're going to talk about some topics multiple times. And I kind of like that idea because there's constantly new viewers coming in. There's constantly people looking to sell. And, covering multiple topics per video, kind of hard to make people go back and just search by title on what you covered. So, Jeremy, what do I do with the cards I don't want and I can't sell? At the moment, nothing. Nothing. You're probably thinking, what? I just started going into the bulk, or not bulk, the volume game, doing the low end in January. I have 60,000 eBay store, so I'll have 60,000 listings allowed. I'm only sitting at about 15 and a half right now, so I got a lot of room to go. So I am literally just listing every card. List them all. And what I'm going to do is, after so long a period, I will take cards down and then put in the flat rate boxes and, just sell for fractions of a penny per card. To me, that's going to be the best way, I think, with how I do business. What I already do is every couple months, I end and relist. It's a habit I have from being a everything seller. End something after 2 months, relist it, it gets a new item number, and then to the eBay algorithm, it seems like a fresh item. So I do that every couple months, and I put indicators to say how many times I've done it. And since I sell mainly baseball cards, we're going to do a baseball style. You get one relisting, two relisting, third one, you're out. So after a third one, a card comes down and it's going to go into a flat rate box. I have some that are actually approaching that third. I've been doing, I think, every 3 months you would get relisted. And those cards, when they're at their third relisting, they will go into a flat rate box. Now, if it's a star player, like say Mark McGwire, and it's an insert, may give it another month. Like another relisting, give it that fourth round, just because it's a name player, star player, something that'd be more likely to sell, just hasn't yet. It's just got to come across the right buyer at the right time. Why do I end relist? You're probably thinking that you're a new seller. eBay gives you a new item number. After a couple months, items start to go stale and don't get pushed as much in the search engine. Like if somebody's searching for something, it could come up, but you're more likely not to get noticed in search. When you're a new item, you get a temporary bump in search. You'll have like the promoted listings, and then some new listings will show up usually. So by doing this every couple months, I now can be labeled as a new listing and kind of get that new listing bump in search. I've actually had plenty of cards that after I do the relist, sell within a day or two. Not a lot, but some do. It's just giving you a chance to have better search engine placing for, people looking for what you're selling at that moment. Make sure to give Jeremy comments below on how you take care of those cards you don't want and you don't think you can sell. So the next one comes from Samuel J, and it touches on a topic we've talked about before, and that's what you price your cards at. He wants to know, what is the lowest I would go with a free shipping card? He's seen people selling at $1, and I have too, and none of us know why they do it, because with the shipping, you're already in the L, and then you still have your other fees. So yeah, that doesn't work. He says the lowest he goes now is $150, but lately it's turned into $159 with the raise in fees. He brings up another great point on how low will you go? Because yeah, I mean, $1 with free shipping, after the eBay fees and shipping, you're already negative. And you still got your top loader, your penny sleeve, your envelope, your label. You lost money. I don't understand why people do it. For a while, I would go as low as $1.30 if there was no promoted listings. That's obviously been changing with all the recent increase in fees and increase in supply fees. Right now, a $1.50 card, I would take an offer to $1.40 if there is no promoted listing. That's the key thing right there. When I look at offers, is an item promoted? All my items are promoted, but did it come from a promoted listing? If it did not, I will counter an offer and give $1.40, or I will send offers at $1.40. I do go as low as $1.35 if there's no promotion. Like granted, at that point I'm now making pennies, but if I accept $1.35, it's on a card like this, Bill Landrum 88 Tops. The Gary Gaetti I showed you earlier. Those, I would take $1.35 if no promoted listing. Because if you think about it, going back to what I told Jeremy Baker, after a few months, I'm pulling cards down and throwing them in a flat rate box. The flat rate box, I'm gonna get fractions of a penny probably per card. See, at least what I'm thinking. So $1.35, even after the fees and the supplies, I'm probably still gonna wind up with, 7-8 cents. So I would wind up with a little more. With low end cards, the volume game, you gotta squeeze every hit you can out of a sale. Sam says lately he won't go lower than $1.59. I just recently upped my prices to $1.60 free ship. So how low will I go now? I will go down to $1.50 if no promoted listing, and the absolute lowest is going to be $1.45 on those $1.60 items. I'm taking into account in my head, I rose my prices, so now my lowest amount I'll accept goes up because I raised my prices because of the market and my expenses. So that's how I'm doing it now. The lowest I'll go with current listings and future listings is $1.45. Those older ones that have been up for a while, I'll go as low as $1.35. I'm not making much, but I'm moving an item. Now, what if someone sends me offers on multiple cards? I'm pretty much going to take what they offer. Somebody's putting in offers on like 4 or 5 cards. Every one they give is $1. Who cares? I'm taking it. $1 each. You got 5 cards, $5. 1 transaction fee, first 5. So that's 30 cents. 2-ounce shipping, 87 cents instead of 5 different at 63 cents. So my ROI actually on the cards goes up. So that's what I'll do on multi-quantity listings or offerings, is I'll go as low as $1. Like, I have no problem doing that. And again, guys, for Jeremy Baker, he's a new seller. Tell us in the comments below what you would do. Let him see. Like I said earlier in the video, this is what I love about the hobby. We all do things differently. There's no right or wrong. We may look at somebody and go, what the hell? Why are they doing that? But you know what? That's how they do it. And if it works for them, it's working for them. So, yeah, help Jeremy out again, guys. Tell him what you think in the comments below. And try a little something different with the lighting today. Let me know if it worked. Once I get the lighting set up, we're going to work on the sound because I know there's some issues with that. All right, guys. Great talk today. Lots of good comments. Keep the comments coming so we have more to talk about. But while you do that, why don't you go check out this video about how I store my 15,000 plus eBay listings. It's pretty simple and it doesn't take up a lot of room. Catch you guys on the next one.